Beyond the screens, past the pings, and deeper than the noise of today, there is a frequency that never fades. It is the sound of a voice telling a truth that was true 1,000 years ago and will be true 1,000 years from now. These are the narratives that shaped civilizations, the legends that whispered to our ancestors, and the stories that still live inside us, waiting to be woken up. In a world that moves too fast, we are taking a moment to sit still, to breathe, to co create a world using nothing but the air between us and the power of your imagination. I, Rashmi Shetty, am your host, and this is Once Upon a Time Stories that have stood the test of time. Let's begin. Let's now listen to the story of Lord Rama. The story of Rama's birth, known as Rama Avatara, is very interesting. This is the central narrative in the Ramayana, another major epic in India apart from Mahabharata. It is a tale of divine intervention, a king's longing for an heir, and the cosmic necessity to restore balance in the world. The story begins not on earth, but in the heavens. The demon king Ravana had acquired immense power through severe penance, gaining a boon from Lord Brahma that made him invincible against gods, celestial beings, and demons. However, in his arrogance, Ravana did not ask for protection against humans, who he considered insignificant. As Ravana's tyranny grew, the Devas appealed to Lord Vishnu, the preserver, to intervene. Lord Vishnu promised to take a human form to defeat Ravana, as only a mortal could exploit the loophole in the demon's boon. On earth, King Dasharatha ruled the prosperous kingdom of Ayodhya. Despite his power and virtues, he was deeply saddened because he had no children to carry on the Ikshwaku lineage. On the advice of his royal priest, sage Vashishta, he performed the Putrakameshti Yajna, a sacred ritual to obtain a son. The ritual was conducted by the great sage Rishi Shringa. As the final offerings were made, a divine figure emerged from the sacrificial fire holding a vessel of the sacred rice pudding we call payasam. The messenger instructed Dasharatha to distribute the pudding amongst his three wives, Kaushalya, Kekeyi, and Sumitra. Kaushalya, being the seniormost, received half and gave birth to Rama, who embodied half of Vishnu's divine essence. Kekeyi received a portion and gave birth to Bharata. With Sumitra, however, she being the youngest, not only got her share, but got a portion of Keikeyi's pudding and Kaushalya's. And thereby she gave birth to twins, Lakshmana and Shatrughna. Rama was born on the ninth day of the lunar month of Chaitra, and that is what we celebrate as Ramanavami. The scriptures describe his birth as a moment of cosmic alignment. The stars were auspicious, the air filled with celestial music, and the flowers showered from the heavens. He was born with a dark as a rain cloud complexion and hence is described as Shamavarna, exceptional beauty, and an innate sense of righteousness or dharma. While he was a divine avatar, he lived his life as the Maryada Purushottama, the supreme man who adheres strictly to laws and ethics, setting a precedent for humanity. In India and across the world, Ram Navami is a unifying event, whether it is through the elaborate chariot processions, the Rath Yatras in Ayodhya, or singing devotional songs or bhajans. or distributing the popular prasadam in the south, the panaka and the kosumbri. This day emphasizes the importance of community and shared values. Interestingly, the timing of this festival occurs during the transition from spring to summer. This is also seen as a time of physical and mental cleansing. Hope you enjoyed this story of Ram. Till we meet again, take care. With that, we complete our journey for today. I hope you enjoyed stepping into this story as much as I enjoyed telling it. But remember, a story only lives when it is shared. If these words touched you, please pass them on. Share this episode with someone who might need a moment of wonder today. In a digital world that can sometimes feel a little lonely, let this story be a beacon of smiles and a steady light of hope in your pocket. Let's catch up soon to listen to what happened once upon a time.